Hey, model citizens, Modern World here with some more worldly happenings. So I told you guys I would come back and tell you why I've been gone for a long time. So, if you guys don't know, I do live in Texas, and when that storm hit, I was affected. But let me tell you that my heater went out before the storm even hit. So I woke up cold, woke up cold. Thought I can just thug it out. Could not do it. So I had to get up, wrangle myself up, and all the clothes I can put on, which was a lot. Put on like 3 coats, 3 shirts, like 3 layers of pants. And I hid out in the snow, and my grandma, she doesn't live far from where I live. So I was like, I'll just go to her house because I'm not fit to stay cold. My toes literally felt like, I felt like I couldn't feel my toes, you guys. I couldn't feel my toes. That to say, I'm not a snow person, okay? I'm not a snow person. I wasn't praying for snow. You guys were praying for snow. Well, people who live in Texas, they were praying for snow. They were like, oh, we didn't get snow for December. We want snow. They manifested that snow here, you guys. And it turns out we couldn't handle it. We just couldn't. As we speak, there are people as we speak, there are people probably right now trying to fix their roof, dry their floors, throwing away their furniture, or buying new furniture, looking at $5,000 light bills. Like, let me stop. I'm just rambling. Okay, so we're gonna talk about our leaders right now. Our leaders act like they didn't care. They really didn't. And you know what? I can't even blame them. I can't blame them. You know what? I can't blame them. I can't blame them. In Texas, we act like that we just so free, and everything should just be so unlimited that we shouldn't even have no rules or guidelines. Because I know y'all, there was this whole article saying how that they knew that we wouldn't be able to handle this storm. They even gave guidelines to the electric companies to follow, but they were voluntary. Of course, they're not going to follow them. So I was like, you know what? We deserve this. We deserve this little punch in the head, this kick in the butt. And if we keep giving people guidelines to follow that they may be kind of sort of, but they don't have to because it's not the law, then we're going to have this again. Another generation when because climate change is happening and everything. Oh, I'm just so upset right now. Okay. You know what? It's going to be a rambling mess. Climate change happening. And when this happens again, hopefully we get on what we're supposed to do. We get on our mess. We get on our homework. We just get on it. Because they had the nerve, you guys, to say that it was the Green Deal that was causing this, and that it was because of the turbines that froze up. That's why we couldn't get no heat or light. So you gonna tell me in Texas, where the majority of people use natural gas, that the wind turbines froze up and that's what causes us not to have look, they be talking to us like we stupid in Texas. And you know what? We not gonna learn nothing until all of us. You see now everybody for regulation, or at least some type of regulation in our system, around our electric grid system. They went for it a couple years ago, and I bet they will be now. So we're gonna just like bust our behinds. And I'm just so tired of us right now, like because I know people were mad about. I think it was this other guy that tweeted on Twitter some long message about how we need to stop being lazy, trying to ask for assistance in Texas, mind you. This we stop asking for handouts. Some mayor, it was like some tiny mayor, not in a major city in Texas. I was like, sir, it's not a handout if you pay your electric bill. It's not a handout if you pay for an electric bill. And even if it is a handout, we got so much money that's just sitting for emergencies like this. Just sitting billions of dollars for emergencies that we're not using. And even if you don't want to use that emergency money, what about our taxes? Well, I guess we don't really pay taxes in Texas. We pay some taxes. But the ghetto that was Texas, you guys. The ghetto that was Texas. This is just gonna be a rambling video because all I can think about is like the whole, and they were trying to make it a Democrat Republican thing. It's not even on that. Like, I really don't even care. It's just that if we're gonna have leaders and you guys are supposed to guide us in legislation and in policies or whatever, we don't have contingency plans when stuff happens. We didn't have a plan about this. Like, I just want us to have plans. And now it seems like you can't. I think they want us to just be so planned out. They want us to be so independent. Like, but if I become so independent where I got my own electric grid system that's not connected to the government, if I got my own, growing my own food from the garden, if I'm doing all this, I don't want to pay taxes. If I'm gonna do all this by myself, I don't want to pay taxes. So like, we can't have it both ways. We can't be independent Not having to rely on government. Like the dude said, stop asking for handouts. Okay, say we stop asking for handouts and we do everything. We start growing our food. We start making our clothes. We start everything. And if everything you don't have, you trade. Say we go back to that. I don't want to pay a cent in taxes if I'm doing all the work. I don't want to pay nothing. I'm doing this work. All I want to do is have some laws in place where we're not killing each other. It's not the purge happening. But this is just, I know this went way off the road. But don't y'all see ooh child to get over here? Because I say ooh child to get over here. And all the rich people want to come over here because we don't got no state tax. But yeah, you come over here, we got guidelines we have to follow, not laws. We have guidelines. That's voluntary. And now they got all these chairmen stepping down. That was part of the companies, the electric companies. They over here stepping down. Yeah, because it's already lawsuits in place, you guys. People are already suing these people. I was watching on TikTok. They was over here charging these people like $15,000. I'm like, for a light bill for a month? Y'all crazy. Over here price gouging us. Ooh, child to ghetto. And all I know is that I just gotta do something. I don't know if I can't live in Texas no more. I don't know if I'm just gonna have to get rich like Ted Cruz so I can go to Cancun when this happens again. Say, I wasn't even mad that he was going to Cancun. Like, technically he could have. I understand it wasn't good for optics. Technically he could have just did all of the meetings and stuff. He could have did it from Zoom. I understand that perspective, but it just didn't look right. It just didn't. It didn't look right that Texas was in need and he was going to Cancun where it was warm. But at the same time, that's his right because he's rich and he a politician. Did we expect anything more from him? Did we really? I did it. So, it seemed like we keep putting these people in power that don't really care about us. And I'm not even saying it should be Democrat because I'm not even for all these liberal plans. I'm not even for either Democrat or Republican. We just need to, if we could just meet in the middle, if we can just all compromise, I swear, we can just get something out of it. But it seemed like they want to die on their hill of righteousness. And we just going to be on this hill the next time we get snowed in. Hopefully, we'll be prepared next time. I already know what I'm buying. I'm going to buy me some toe warmers. I'm going to buy them before the next one hit. Because it seems like I can't even depend on the government. And I know you're not supposed to depend on the government. Not in that way, but depend on the government. I'm paying them for me to have some type of plan in place. But we can't. It seems like we just got to pay them just to pay them. Pay them to keep the peace. Pay them so we won't go into war. Pay them to keep up the roads. At least they do that, So yeah, that's what I was doing, you guys. I was over here struggling, freezing. I literally stopped doing all my homework. I felt like I was gonna die, you guys. I was literally shivering. My mom was like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm in here cold and freezing. I'm shivering. And I literally had to go, you guys, because I thought I was gonna go. I really did. Not go like that, but more like slip into hibernation. I wasn't gonna die. I wasn't gonna do that. But yeah, that's me signing out, you guys. That's what happened. That's why I've been gone. And I'm gonna do I have more